us back in my mom and them's day. My mom been saved for 51 years. So if God didn't come back 51 years ago, guess what? It's getting closer and closer.
And just like we don't know when he's coming back, you don't know when your last day's gonna be. So you gotta get it right either way.
Yeah, you don't have no choice really.
Yeah. You just gotta get it right.
Make that commitment, man. It's gonna be the best commitment you, like I said, the best decisions you ever made. Just and don't worry about your friends and what they think.
When they see you serious,
trying to get followers on Twitter. Try to get followers, try to get souls. Try to get souls to follow you. Not no followers on Twitter, not no likes on Facebook. This ain't about that. Like she said at the beginning, we're not here to try to get no fame, none of that. No, we're not trying to get famous. Not even trying to get money off of this. We're here to be able to help deliver souls from this real ratchet. I want to say ratchet. This is real ratchet, dark road. This is real, man. These demons is real. And yeah, and that's the only person who's controlling all this darkness and all this stuff that's going on. Anything negative in your life, it's the devil, man. And you're not going to be saved from none of it. You're not going to be saved from none of it until you give, like she said, wholeheartedly give yourself to God and just give him all your problems. It might, like she said, it might be something small. It might just be that, I'm just having troubles with school, or I'm having troubles with my family. I haven't seen them, and they, just give it to God.
Nothing.
Man. That's nothing to
any
help.
one of your problems you could think of, no matter how big you think it is, it's not bigger than God. He made this whole world in 6 days and chilled on the 7th day. Like, who does that?
Who does that? And he took care of everything.
Nobody down here can do that. Not your big boss.
Yeah, no scientists.
Yeah, none of these athletes. None of that. They're not touching God.
Don't make your
They made them. God made them. Yeah. So, like, how great are they?
Yeah. The people you looking up to.
All these Jay-Z's, Kanye's, Kim Kardashians. LeBron, God made all of them.
LeBron, everybody, man.
And they're going to hell.
Yep.
So you don't want to actually be like them.
If they don't get themselves right, because we don't want to tell people that other people's going to hell. Because we don't know that. If you get your life right with God, then no.
Yeah, LeBron, Jay-Z.
I want to say, too, for all you athletes and all you celebrities that are up there, and y'all were raised in church. You were raised in church. You know better, and you went hard for that money, and it led you down some paths. We're talking to you, too, because your money is not going to pay for you to get out of hell.
Nope.
You're not going to talk your way out, and you're definitely not going to bribe God and say, God, you know what, let me just, hook you up, and maybe you can hold me up. No. Either you're going to live your life, because God is looking for he's looking for some Isaiahs. He's looking for some Jeremiahs. He's looking for some disciples here on earth. If you don't know them,
look them up in the Bible.
Yeah. He's looking for disciples. Y'all know everything but that. You don't, if somebody say Matthew, you thinking of Matthew McConaughey or somebody other famous name. No, there was some other famous people on this earth that, had names too, that made a whole lot of difference. And for all you athletes and stuff, you were raised in church, and here you finally, God blessed you with the dream of your life. That's what you said. Oh, that's all I ever wanted ever since I was a kid. I slept with a football, I slept with a baseball, and now here God blessed you with that ability, and you're sitting up here in the NFL repping the devil. God have mercy.
Like she said, it's
time out for that.
Point out no names or nothing like that, but you don't want to be the next Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. You don't want to be none of these Sandusky's. You think that can't happen to you? That's real.
Yeah, it can happen.
Them was real. Them was the spirits that took over. Right. Yeah, and then it took all them years. It took just to get them to this point. But it can happen to you, and you're just, like I said, especially when you're living with the devil. And if you're not living with God, you're living with the devil. So
right.
There's no more time, man. Just tonight.
If you're not living for God, you're living for the devil.
Exactly. So make that commitment and be serious with it, and really love God as much as you love. Give him all your idols. Give up all those idols, everyone that you look up to. Give it up and idol God. Make him your number one focus. And you can make weed an idol. You can make sex an idol.
Yeah. Anything that you want and you tell yourself, I gotta have, it's an idol.
Especially these girls making these boyfriends their idols. Like, no, that's crazy.
He can't give you the type of happiness or nothing. No type of loving. None of that. I just want him to hold me. I just wanted it. Nothing. You can't get it, man, without God.
And you want to know why they're not treating you right because they're busted up and broken too.
They ain't gonna respect you. They don't respect themselves. They don't have no morals, nothing to live for. They might seem like it because they're getting up every morning hustling and selling drugs. That's not no real. That's not what God intended them for. They made that up. Talking about I'm a hustler. No, you're hustle for God. Hustle for God. Don't try to hustle for these drugs. It's gonna leave you into a casket. It's gonna leave you in a jail. It's gonna leave you, like she said, paying for more lawyer fees. Come on, man. Just get smarter, man. Just make the right. It's just really use your head. You're not here to please nobody. You're here to please God. Anybody, like I said, don't worry about Twitter and what your followers is gonna say and how if I get unfollow or likes. No, make that commitment.
You can think about what your friends is gonna like, but on Judgment Day, guess what? It's gonna be like you and God.
That's it.
That's it. It won't be no thumbs up and a thumb down and a comment in the middle. It's going to be you and God. So while you're getting judged, just you separately, you ain't going, God's not going to allow you to say, oh, well, yeah, and then God, my friends, and it's all about you right now.
He's either going to say, depart from me, I never knew you, or well done, thy good and faithful servant.
It's up to you what you want to hear.
Yeah, what do you want to hear? Be
and you could try to fake them out like he said. They're going to be, many people are going to say, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy and cast out demons in your name? And he said he's going to say, I never knew you, depart from me. And that's the end of it.
And that's it. Because there's not going to be a long conversation. Because you're talking to an all-wise God. So that's another thing. People think Judgment Day is going to be like how we used to go to little school conferences when we was kids, and then you could talk to the teacher and the parent and all. No, God's going to tell you this is what you did, and I gave you X amount of years on earth to get some stuff accomplished. Come to me. You chose not to. Goodbye.
He gives ample amount of grace and mercy. I know for sure. I don't have like the craziest testimony in the world, but I, like my mom said, we was raised in this, and as I got older, I just grew up and I decided to go my own way for a little bit. And just because I wasn't where I was supposed to be in God, I was subject to death or anything, and that would have been okay. That would have been right. It wouldn't be like, oh, she didn't deserve that. No, yes, I did, because I wasn't living how I knew to live. The way of a transgressor is hard, the Bible says. And a transgressor is simply somebody who know to do right and they don't. And there's a lot of us out there like us. Our church kids, like, come on now.
So make that decision.
You know to do
make
right.
Commitment. Just be real, man. Just like I said, be not only sold out for God, but just really give him a chance.
And you can't say that, like, cause I have granddaughters. His two kids are 4 and 3, about to be 4 and 3. When they do something they don't have no business to do, they run and hide, or they hide something behind their back. And I'm saying that to say, like Lindsay was saying, you know what you're doing is wrong. Because guess what? Why do you think they have night clubs? Who goes to the club in the daytime? Because it's so much more easier and it feels good. It's dark and everybody can just blend and we can just get all drunk. And what's these new drugs they got? The Molly. Okay, right. We can just do stuff. And I went to Jamaica and the one of the girls on the bus said, "Sir, could you tell us where we can go to a nice club?" He said, well, there's one club to where they have live sex on stage and they do drugs and they do this, but it's a club. And if you want to go, I can tell you where. Then we have other clubs. And this is the stuff I'm talking about. It's just getting grosser and worse down here. Anytime that you're doing drugs and you got to put them in your rectum to get higher or get high quicker, or anytime you got to shoot up between your eyebrows and your gums. This is just the sick stuff that Satan got out here to destroy your soul.
Create your body for that. And even if you're like an atheist or you're on the fence, or just think about some of the things you can't figure out and nobody else can figure out. Like stuff about your body, how a sperm and an egg meet up and make a whole human being. And a woman's body holds that body. Think about that. Who can break that down to you?
Right.
God did that. So how could you not believe? Even if you are atheist or whatever you may be, like you just got to think about the bigger picture.
You can't say that.
Think about stuff.
You can't say, oh, God's not, he ain't talking to me. No. It's you. Like she said, you can't do this with nobody else. It all comes down to you and God. Because when Judgment Day comes, that's all it's going to be, is you and God. And he knows your heart. You know, and like I said, whatever you think that you can get delivered from, well, this is who I am. I thought that's who I was. I thought I was a smoker, and I hated smoking. I'm an athlete, and I'm talking about this is every day, all day smoking. And I don't have no desire to touch no type of weed, cigarettes, Black and Milds. Well, I'm gonna let go to weed, but I'm gonna still smoke Black and Milds. Man, let it all go. You know what I'm saying? Don't like, oh, I'm gonna just drink on the weekend.
Anyway.
I'm not gonna drink during the weekday. I'm gonna just drink on the weekend. Let it go, man. Let it go. Like I said, you're here today and then gone tomorrow, and that's it. You know, so make that choice, make that commitment, and we want to see souls saved, man. That's it.
Says it, Amanda.
So on that note, you know, we want to tell you guys that from all of us, we definitely love you, and we hope that you take heed to not only what we're saying, but take heed to the word of God.
And if you have a Bible, you can look up John 3:16, and he explains how much he loved us. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Him, whoever believes in him shall have life. And so you can read, if you don't, and will not perish. If you don't have a Bible, then I just quoted it to you. And one thing I could tell you, that's the #1 seller of all times is the Bible. There has never been anything yet. Now I don't care, Purpose-Driven Life, any of Oprah's books, nobody's books have ever sold more than a Bible. There's so, you know, that should tell you something too. You know, if this is just so corny and it's so weak and it's so fake, then why is it? And I'm talking about for decades and centuries. No one has ever had anything more successful when it came down to a book than a Bible.
And one thing that I'm learning, just as a new, and this, you know, like I said, she been in this since '96. She been saved for almost a year now.
January 4th, 2012.
Me, I just got saved, and everything that I ever was wondering or any truth that I wanted to know was right in the Bible. It's the truth. It blows my mind every day. I find out you read stuff on the internet like, wow, oh my God, I can't believe this. You'll be blown away every single day about the truth. It's right there in that little Bible that you got right underneath your bed. You got right in your drawer. You see them Bibles placed in the hotel, pick one up, man. You go in there to do the wrong thing, pick it up, read something. I guarantee to change your life, man. I guarantee. Just like I said, make that commitment and be serious about it.
And like my mom said, with all this new technology, you
look it up on the internet. Yeah, you can
Bible app.
On your
free.
smartphone.
You got all the other apps,
man. You paying money for all these
apps, how to commit suicide, how to cook crack. But you don't even have to download the app to save your soul.
And not even, you want to do it on the app, if you could look it up on the computer, just type it in. Give God a chance, man. Give him a chance so he can give you a chance and he can change your life. Like I said, it'll be the best decision you ever make. You'll never, all the stuff in your life you regret, you won't regret this.
And I want to tell you this as well. As a person, I'm 42 years old. There's a lot of things that I like. When we say give something a chance, give it a try. Okay, I've been to certain restaurants. I didn't like them, but it didn't make me stop eating. I just found restaurants that I did like, or either I would, go to another place somewhere, but it didn't make me stop going out. There's times I've been to the show, didn't like the show that I went, but guess what? I kept going. Guess what? I used to, when I first started smoking cigarettes, it made me dizzy. But I kept on going until I wasn't dizzy no more. Same thing about weed. When I first started smoking weed, it burnt my chest so much. I was like, okay, wow. Everybody kept saying, no, keep going. You'll stop. It'll get over it. And it did. But I'm saying all that to say, we will say we tried God. But the minute we get that, a day, a week, a month, a year, but that's it. And we'll put that down. God's not a cleaning product. He's not a lipstick or a beauty product. He's a real person that died and hung on the cross for us. Or he's not a trend. Like he's in now and then. It's not he was trending on 9/11. He was trending.
Everybody wants to talk about God, and it's their real God.
Yeah.
You don't gotta worry
he was
about
trending
that,
on 9/11.
You'll know the truth once you open up the book, the Bible, and you read the truth right there. Like she said, when you give your heart wholeheartedly to God, you'll know the truth, so you don't ever have to question Him again. You don't ever have to question, and on that note too, you can help save your other friends.
Right.
Y'all talking about y'all care about people. You don't care about them by giving them a blunt or giving them some free weed.
Or wearing their shirt when they die.
Yeah, that's not caring about them.
And then you turn around and kill somebody else's kid. That's not caring. When you care about somebody, the Bible said, open rebuke is love.
And that's what we're doing. We care about these souls out here that are just
all over the
it's
world,
so sad, and we're not trying to be judgmental.
I
know I shouted out a few names.
Yeah, definitely. I was there too. Like I said, just a couple weeks ago. But I guaranteed that the type of peace and the happiness and and where God to really deliver me from, that I don't have the spirit to even smoke anything.
Just little things. If you get pulled over on a stop sign, it ain't, the cops come in the car and they gotta smell weed. Now you gotta get out. Now they gotta search you. Now
they might, these racist cops.
You don't roll the window down. All the smoke is coming out like he was in there grilling steaks. So guess what? Now you got some stuff going on. But if you, like me, I get stopped. If I get stopped or something, I have no problem with rolling my window down and talking to the cop.
It's probably because you're going too fast. Yeah. So you're in a stop
I'm not paranoid that, now I got to have my weed. I got to chew this. That Satan don't tell you all that stuff. Why you want to be riding around